And finished off by Morant.
And the agility, the hops, Morant just explodes off the floor.
Bucks trail by 4. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking.
Well, they count on big-time production from him at the offensive end.
And the Bucks decide to take their first time out here.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Now, here's Porter. Pass to Chang. Basket good. Memphis with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Here's Wells, and it's Memphis with another.
You know, they'll take the points, but I'm sure Coach would prefer a higher percentage look next time.
Here's Rollins. Drops in the layup for 2.
Handling the ball like a guard, Giannis has become very proficient at doing damage with the pass.
Morant, and finished off by Morant.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Bobby Portis has checked in for Milwaukee. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Prosper's checked in, and it's Jackson in for Santi Aldama. Nice shot by Portis.
You got to put a body on Portis, or he'll wreak havoc on the offensive glass.
Here's Wells, and the Grizzlies tacking on 2 more.
Assisted by Ty Jerome.
Bucks trail by 6.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
And there's the call on Ty Jerome.
Grizzlies foul.
That's his first foul. And the Bucks with some changes. Nancy's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Chang. And Trent subbed in for Kevin Porter. The Grizzlies also making a change. Hendricks is checked in. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shot for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
Here's Wells. Second chance effort, and that's 2 points on the layup.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And they keep hammering away at them inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
18 feet out, and another basket for Memphis.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Here's Rollins. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
Bucks trail by 10. Pass to Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
You know, I think Kuzma's the kind of guy you've got to push out of the paint. When you don't, this is what happens.
From about 19 feet, does not score for only the 2nd time in 7 shots this game. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Portis on the follow.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
But only if you grind hard enough to get yourself in tight before the shot goes up, guys. You've got to get your work done before the shot is attempted.
The Bucks shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. First free throw is good.
At the line for the Bucks, Bobby Portis.
And Portis drains both of them. Good if it goes. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And even though, you know, you think it may be...
Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Grizzlies. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. Back to the action in just a minute. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you guys think?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
Turner at center with Antetokounmpo next to him. Kevin Porter is out there with A.J. Green. And it's Prince in at the 3, the small forward. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. Stripped it away. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Clark's got the lead up to 10 now for Memphis.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
GA, you hear about 3-level scores, but is it just 3 levels?
Great point. Kevin, you've got guys with that deep range, and there's a difference between the mid-range game, those floaters, the little 12-footers, and those deep 2s as well. So maybe 5-level score is complete. Think of like a 5-2 player in baseball.
And Green gets it to go.
Well, Porter has tremendous talent and is very creative. He's good at getting his guys the ball when they're ready to score. A good passer because he's got good vision.
Morant with a wide open look. And too long on the shot. Bucks trail by 9 to the left side wing. Takes the 13-footer, and it's Coward with the rebound.
Well, you know exactly why they let him have that shot.
Clark trying to get open. And then Morant slams it in.
And leave it up to Morant to put on a show. What a spectacular dunk.
Here's Porter. Still scoreless. Shoots over Morant. Porter, no luck.
He will not be happy with himself. Got a good look from mid-range there.
And now, Allie Lepore says something for us from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Giannis Antetokounmpo is embracing his emotional leadership role. He said, before I was really serious and quiet, now I'm more vocal, smiling, having fun. It carries over. I love to lead by example, but I know that my voice carries a lot of weight. Back to you, Kevin.
It sure does. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report.
The explosiveness on the drive. Morant just attacks the D with aggression.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
They are committed to running the floor in this one, relying on their speed to get a lot of points off the fast break.
You know, another point I'd like to add is that they've had tremendous success early on converting turnovers and turning those into points.
And Morant's got the ball here for the Grizzlies. Morant bullies his way inside.
How about the handles from the young fella? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
Porter, no luck. And the Grizzlies leading by 13. And Morant gets it to go. Morant's got 21.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
We all know Ja's capability to fill it up, and he is showing it here tonight.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Portis, who's checked in for Turner. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Antetokounmpo. And Rollins subbed in for Kevin Porter. And Memphis also making a switch. Prosper's checked in.
You love the energy and effort Morant provides, especially when he's on the break.
To the middle, shot to stop the run. And Trent with the lay-in. Trent's got his second basket of the game.
Look, when you play as a team, good things tend to happen for you.
It's Morant with the drive.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Got a piece of it.
That's just a really good defensive read from Portis. I mean, the read was excellent and the hustle was better. That's the finesse part of his game right there. Lofting in that little teardrop.
Here's Morant. The quick look, no good that time. Bucks trail by 15. Here's Trent. Grizzlies with the rebound. Prosper's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Takes the 13-footer. Second shot opportunity. He takes it up and lays it in.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You
Grizzlies
got to
foul.
work harder on the glass.
And G.G. Jackson is going to pick up the foul.
First team foul.
That's his first foul.
Substitution
Some
for your
changes here
Bucks.
for the Bucks. Nancy's checked in for Jay. And it's Torian Prince in for Trent. The wide open look here for Kuzma. Drops one in from the wing.
Timing, the rhythm. Kuzma really does a nice job catching the defense off guard with those catch-and-shoot jumpers.
To the paint. Here's Portis. And Portis throws it down.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope. His only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Bucks trail by 15. Here's Rollins. 10 points for him. Count it. Good. Rollins got 12 points in the game. Outside Jackson. Lets it go from deep. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
A lackluster effort on defense gave him the look he wanted.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Count that bucket. He's got 6.
Even when Kuzma is defended well, he's still great at maintaining his composure and getting to the basket.
Here's Morant. The rebound by the Bucks. Up top, Kuzma. 4 seconds left. And the rejection by Jackson. And that concludes the first
End of
half.
the first half with a score. Milwaukee 41.
It's the 2K Sports
Grizzlies
Halftime Show.
50.